knew the Barnes & Noble Criterion 50% off sale was just around the corner, and although I have an ongoing wish list of discs that I want to buy, I thought there was only one disc I would really end up buying during the sale. Well, I thought wrong, and that brings us to today's episode. This is the Kazdoy Closet. I'm Kazdoy. That's my closet, full of all the stuff that I love. And today, what did I buy at the Criterion sale, and why? Let's go to the Kazdoy kitchen. Now, honestly, the first thing I did before the sale even started was I looked at my list of what Criterion discs I had in mind, and then I watched parts of them on the Criterion channel to see if I wanted to buy them or not. And actually, I didn't end up buying any of those discs at all. The only disc I planned to buy during the sale was Polyester, John Waters' film from 1981. I saw this in the theater in 1981, remember liking it. It's also John Waters' first studio film. I'm not that much into his guerrilla films like Female Trouble, Multiple Maniacs. I did an episode on Pink Flamingos, which I like that film. But I wanted to get this one because it was a slicker studio film of his. And inside it has, and I don't know if all the same, I don't know if the discs now have this or not. It has the Odorama card. That's sort of like the William Castle type idea of having an interactive gimmicky thing with the film. So as these numbers popped up on the screen, people in the audience would scratch and sniff the corresponding number to smell what's supposed to be going on in the film. And I think you can probably guess what number 2 is. I am not going to scratch and sniff this thing. I'm going to keep it pristine in its little case. That's the only one I really planned on buying. There was one disc that I had put off buying for quite a while, and that was The Game from 1997. This is the David Fincher film with Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. And I saw this in the theater too. Mrs. the Kazdoy Closet was with me. She wasn't too crazy about the ending, which of course I won't give away here, but I was fine with it. And I really wanted to see this again. I didn't see it streaming anywhere. I put off buying this because there's not that many great extras on here. Most of the films I'm going to talk about today, in fact, probably all of them have some really good extras, which was one reason why I bought a lot of them. So I went ahead and got The Game anyways. I thought, okay, it's time to get it and stop looking at it. I got 2 teen-oriented films, which I'm not a big teen film guy, but I went ahead anyways and got Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This is from 1982, of course, based on Cameron Crowe's article, I think in Rolling Stone, maybe in Playboy, where he sort of went undercover as a high school kid and wrote about what high school kids were like. I was out of high school by then, out of college by then, but it was filmed in the Sherman Oaks Galleria, which I had been to several times, and it looks a lot different now, of course. And so a lot of good extras on this one. And another teen film, which I did also see. Don't remember that well, but some good extras on here. I Want to Hold Your Hand. This is from 1978. So surprisingly, this was made before Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, by the way, Sean Penn, Judge Reinhold, Phoebe Cates, Jennifer Jason Leigh. Great cast in that one. So I got I Want to Hold Your Hand. And then there was one film in the bunch, basically, which I had never seen before, and that was Malcolm X. And I put this one off because I'm not a huge Spike Lee fan. The only disc I think I've had of his is Do the Right Thing, though I have seen several of his films. I'm just not that big a fan of his. This is from 1992, and I finally went for this because I wanted to know more about Malcolm X, and I didn't know if I was going to read the autobiography or not. I should. But there is included in here a Perfect Bound book and a feature-length documentary about Malcolm X. So I thought, all right, for $20, I think I'm going to go for it. There's 2 discs, 2 Blu-ray discs in this one. And then, speaking of Blu-ray discs, there was one 4K disc I bought, and that was this. It's a 4K Blu-ray combo, the Circle Rouge, aka the Red Circle. This is from 1970. Now, a loyal subscriber and and fan of this channel, Jarvis, gave me a hard time saying, why aren't you buying more 4K discs? I don't have a 4K player. I do have a 4K TV, but not a player yet. But I am not a real convert to 4K yet as far as how much different it's going to look. But at any rate, the Circle Rouge, got this one. It was only $5 more than usual, but the only way you can get this is buying the 4K and the Blu-ray together. Now let's get into the double dips, films I've already owned in one way or another, and I went ahead and bought them again. I hate doing that, but I think, you can probably relate, most of you, that that's kind of what happens. Why does that happen? Well, either the extras are just too enticing, or you want the better quality. So the one disc that a lot of people are looking forward to, After Hours, Martin Scorsese's film from 1985. Like I said before, I've seen all the films I'm showing you today for the most part, except for Malcolm X. That's the only one I haven't seen. After Hours, I wasn't sure I was going to get this either because I have it here in this whole Martin Scorsese box set. There you go. You can see what's in it. And I bought this a long time ago, I think at Costco maybe. I think it was $20 or something like that. But basically, almost anything Criterion's going to put out of Martin Scorsese, I'm going to buy. Not everything, but most everything. So, a lot of the special features on here, I think maybe except for one, are the same as on that disc. So I went ahead and got it anyways I'm sure it looks a lot better. And another one that I've had before is Miller's Crossing, the Coen Brothers film from 1990. Now, the interesting thing about this, well, first of all, again, almost any Coen Brothers thing I'm going to buy on Criterion, probably except for Hail Caesar. Wasn't too crazy about that one, but they have their films have a tendency to get better on the second and third viewing, I think. But I have this one here, which is actually going for more, and I think one reason it is in the Criterion one, they changed a piece of dialogue, which is really surprising because the Coen brothers are known for being very meticulous about how their scripts are written and sticking to the script. So this one, I think I bought for $5 at Best Buy, and now it's going for more than Miller's Crossing. So why did I get this one? I've seen this once, I think. I wasn't that crazy about it, but I need to give it another look, and there's some really good extras on this one that I was curious about. So I went ahead and got Miller's Crossing. The other double dip was Red River. Red River, the Howard Hawks film with Montgomery Clift and John Wayne. It's from 1948. This one actually has two versions of the film. I didn't realize that till earlier today. And a really nice book, some really nice extras, talking to different filmmakers about Red River and about Howard Hawks. I have that one. I think this is one of the very first DVDs I ever bought. So I'm hoping this new one has a much better quality to it. So Red River is another one. I did not plan on buying this one. Next up, Targets from 1968, the Peter Bogdanovich film with Boris Karloff, one of my favorite actors. And I have this old DVD of Targets, and I kind of like that cover too. I like both these covers, actually. I think they're both pretty good. And there's only one different extra on this, and that is a interview with Richard Linklater. It's about a half hour, and that's the main reason I bought it. And because I'm hoping it looks better. Even though it's a pretty low budget film, if you've seen the film, you know that. It's pretty low budget, but it's a very, very interesting film. Then the other double dip was They Live by Night. This was another one I kept putting off because I have it in this old film noir box set. Again, I think I bought this at Costco or something. And so They Live by Night is one of the films in here. But I still wanted to get it because I thought it would look better, and there's some extras on here that I wanted to check out. And it's film noir. So this one and Red River, same year, 1948. Finally, a little bit of a story here. The first day I went to the Criterion sale, I almost picked up 5 Easy Pieces. This is my old DVD, one of the first ones I bought. I was kind of obsessed with this film when it first came out. It's from 1970. I just thought it was really interesting. This is Jack Nicholson in his prime when he was making this, Carnal Knowledge, Last Detail, and then a little bit later, Cuckoo's Nest. And then I realized, well, instead of paying 20 bucks for the standalone 5 Easy Pieces, I went ahead and got this box set, America Lost and Found. 5 Easy Pieces is included in here with a bunch more extras, a few more films, and for 40 bucks more, I'm getting upgrades. Now, I forgot to bring these out, but I have The Last Picture Show on DVD. That's included here. And I have Easy Rider on DVD. That's included here too. Those, I'm sure, are the 3 best films in here. I've seen Drive Ye Said and the Monkees film Head and The King of Marvin Gardens, and I was not impressed with any of them. I might try to watch them again. A Safe Place is the only one that I haven't seen, but from things I've read, it's not supposed to be very good. But for 40 more bucks, I got this. Better quality, a lot of extras on this thing, and a perfect bound book included here. So that's all I got so far. Let's head back to the closet. And now we're back at the closet. Well, that kind of wraps up what I bought. The sale goes on through July 28th. Will I return to buy more? I certainly hope not, but stay tuned. Meanwhile, what did you pick up? Feel free to leave a comment or suggestion down below here. I want to thank the following people for leaving a comment since our last episode. That would be Martin and Tina. Thank you so much. Leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Subscribe would be great. Share this with your friends and neighbors. Welcome to our new subscriber, Snowy Matrix Through Walker. Love that name. We're getting close to our next goal of 550 subscribers. So feel free to subscribe. It's free. Also free is Letterboxd. We're on Letterboxd under the Kazdoy closet. There's a link down below in the notes. That's where we leave brief reviews of other things we're watching. I just left the review of the film 65. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.